I had a pastor friend tell me years ago he was no better than anyone else, and he explained this using this phrase: I'm just one beggar showing another beggar where the bread is. When it comes to this social media stuff, that's exactly how I feel. I'm really not anybody special. I'm just one business person showing another business person what I've discovered. I had breakfast just the other day with a well-known music artist who asked, what is the object of this social media thing anyway? He really had a derogatory attitude when we began talking about it, and he really admitted that his attitude had caused him to be behind the learning curve. And thus the reason that he took me to breakfast and wanted to pick my brain. He did pay, by the way. I summed up my whole conversation in 2 words before I even started to talk with him. I said, the object for you as a business is mass collaboration. I think that confused him even more. However, after breakfast, he did say to me several times, you really have made it clear for me, and now I realize why I need to get involved. I just now need to figure out exactly what I need to do. Just a few days prior, I had an opportunity to speak with a group, a state group that is a nonprofit organization, and I received the same type of reaction. Here's what I said in both cases. The overall objective is mass collaboration. There are 3 essential elements that are required to accomplish this objective. One of those elements is an engaged community. The second is a defined purpose, and the third is social media. That's where mass collaboration occurs, is in the middle of those 3 elements. An engaged community is required. This is a collection of individuals who together pursue a common purpose, inside and outside of your organization, at all levels. They contribute seamlessly, efficiently, and effectively toward a collective effort. The defined purpose is what draws these people together. It turns individuals into members, and it defines a community. It leads members to contribute knowledge, experience, and ideas, and it really has a dual purpose. Because a member can create and contribute, it provides personal satisfaction for them. And because it lends business value, it's what motivates businesses to adopt social media. Social media is the online environment that is created for the purpose of mass collaboration. Simultaneously, you can create content, share experiences, build relationships, and create positive work. Within the social media element, there are many technologies that can be employed to meet this need and to work in concert together. International leadership speaker Michael Hyatt has drawn this framework better than anyone I've ever seen, and so I've borrowed it for today's presentation. The first element you need for this framework is what we'll term as, or what Michael terms as, a home base. This is a digital property that you own and you control. This is where your loyal fans gather. It can be as simple as a blog or a library, or it can be as complex as a self-hosted community. Regardless, it's where you direct all of your internet traffic. And why? It's because this is the place where you can best sell your ideas and your products. You control the borders, and you determine who has access. The second element is embassies. These are places that you don't own, but where you have a registered profile. This might be Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You have a regular presence on someone else's property, and you engage in conversation with those who congregate there. This might even be other people's blogs where you have conversation. You generally, though, need a passport or some sort of verified credentials which would be granted by the site owner in order to maintain residency or to participate in the conversations. The third component of this framework is outposts. These are places that you don't own, nor do you have a regular presence. Instead, you simply listen into conversations about you or about your brand or your company or topics that interest you. For example, I have some columns in my Hootsuite monitoring tool which mentions both me and several of my companies or company products. I also have Google Alerts that monitor the same information wherever they occur on the web. All of these social media technologies fit into one of these three camps. If you're just involved in social media for the sake of entertainment, you may not need a home base. But if you're serious about building a platform, that's precisely where you need to start. And from there, you can expand to establishing embassies and outposts.